They are big and can be loud when they need to be. The Spokane Fire Department's fire engines and ladder trucks bring help when you need it. Whether it's a fire, rescue situation, or medical emergency.
Bravo call. Spokane engine 8.
When you think of a fire station, you may think of noise like this. But the reality is much quieter.
We're right in the neighborhood with the rest of the people, and we're in residential areas, so we try to be aware of the surroundings and the noise that we make when we leave the station, the sirens, and we're very aware of that, and we try to avoid it at all costs. Keep the neighbors happy with us, and try to stay quiet at night.
The Spokane Fire Department responds from 16 fire stations strategically located throughout the city to reach the greatest amount of people in the shortest amount of time. The majority of fire stations are located in residential neighborhoods. For the crews who man those stations, it's all about being a good neighbor.
I know we're up at all hours of the night, so when we leave at night, if traffic isn't bad, we try not to run our sirens. The law gives us some latitude that if we aren't going to be interacting with a lot of other traffic, we can run our lights at night. Try not to disturb too many people.
I would encourage people that there's no problem living next door to a fire station.
Mona Ashbaugh likes the feeling of safety that comes from living across the street from Fire Station 9.
I've lived here for 2 years, and I don't hear the sirens at night. I actually don't even hear any traffic at night. It's surprisingly quiet for such a busy street. So, yeah, no, it's reassuring, I think, having the fire department right here.
Spokane firefighters work shifts of 24 hours on duty and 72 hours off. For them, the fire station is their home away from home, and they take pride in it.
We try and keep our piece of the neighborhood nice, clean, presentable.
This is our home away from home, and we do take a lot of pride in the condition of the station and of the grounds. Twice a year, we completely go through everything in the station and on the trucks, and it's a lot of work. We spend about 3 weeks preparing for what we call an inspection, and everything is spick and span at the end of those 3 weeks.
Fire stations are also a community resource, offering free blood pressure checks, access to city resources like collision reporting forms and voter information. Many fire stations also have community rooms that are available for rent free of charge. Firefighters also give tours to school groups, youth groups, and neighbors just stopping by.
It's always great for us here at the station when the neighbors stop in, bring their kids by. A lot of us have family at home. We miss our kids, so when we get other people to come on in, it's a break from the daily routine. It's great for us to be able to show the people what we do, all the equipment that's provided to us through them, and just get to know our neighbors.
Not every call requires a lights and sirens response, but when someone's life hangs in the balance, firefighters know that every second counts and the priority is a fast response.
Sometimes the nature of the call doesn't require lights and sirens, but the ones that are code response, the traffic, if it doesn't require it, we still won't run our sirens. We'll get there as quick as we can, as safe as we can, without interrupting everybody else.
I take comfort in knowing that they're right there, because we do have some elderly neighbors, and that's another thing in case we have that medical need, not a fire. But speaking of fires, I do live in an old house. It's over 100 years old, so I also like the idea that the fire department is close in case of a fire.
If there is an issue in the neighborhood, whether it's fire or medical, we're there. The closer you are to the station, the faster our response is going to be. So it is an advantage to be living in this neighborhood and being next to a fire station.
The Spokane Fire Department has a tradition of serving our community from fire stations for over 130 years. We are committed to providing service professionally and are proud to be part of your neighborhood.